Okay, with this illustration you can see that they're looking at the box and drawing a short tower below the horizon line is what it's going to be. So here's the last drawing you did with the T shape. I'm going to change that just slightly. And here's an L shape that will have a tower come from the intersection. And here's the overall piece, so you can see the finished part. Again, using the ruler to divide it into thirds with a number divisible by 3. Here's kind of the layout. Hard to see at first, but when we start the drawing, you have the horizon line with the vanishing points on either side, and just laying out the ground plan and the floor plan on the surface there. So taking the line segment tool, just changing the color to a light blue, so that you can still see it, but at the same time have it light enough to see through it. So there's the foreground part. And just arbitrarily make the overall shape. So it's trying to get the lines going to the right and left vanishing points, keeping in perspective. So here's the overall thickness of this, kind of a measured size. So there's the rectangle. Create one on the other side just to get the L shape. And this one will just end it here. So you can see the L on the floor plan right there. Now you just want to raise it up. Top will make it a little smaller here. So it's just a little tighter. So from here we're just going to raise it just a little bit, evenly all the way around, just using the line segment tool. And perspective to the left makes the left wall, and perspective to the right vanishing point. And then just extend these 2 points up, so now you have the L shape, which is the front end of it. The other 2 points, just starting to build the surface, the top part of it. So now when you extend these, you can kind of see through this. You have a rectangular shape, L shape floor plans underneath, so just kind of raise that up just so you can see the part that's going to be the tower raised up. So just kind of indicating that cube in the foreground. So like I said, many ways to do it, but there you have the first part of it. And then going through this and trying to extend up all these points. So you're just taking a vertical and going up on the right side and the left, and there you have the piece. And just find the hidden line. And there you have this L-shaped design. And now to try to show this measuring, if you just take the front piece, you can use a scrap piece of paper. I just use this rectangle, give it a gray, bluish tone. And that's the height of it. And just make a copy of it with this rectangle. And that'll be the distance, the same height coming up, measured off. And that gives you that point right to the top. So here's the line segment tool. Again, you can see just putting a line segment right up to the top there, so you can't see that till I move this part up, but I'll go ahead and put in some of the vanishing point lines. So the top one there, extend this up just a little bit. That's the tower. And this one going to the right. That's going to the right hand side, and there's the panel for the tower. And now we just finish it off to the back, so when these two cross over, that's going to be the back side of it. And then if I just extend that hidden line, move these out of the way so we can see this part. It gets harder to see a little bit with all these lines. Try it here and see if we can emphasize this part. We'll put a new layer and start to color in the top. So just didn't finish that off. Use the pen tool and select the fill, go to the color swatches, and just pick a value that's going to be used for this section. So just use a light purple, and I'm just going to select the top of this. It's got a fill, and that's going to be the selection for the top. And then just as I go through all these panels, that's the top part. Here's just the part that's cut off, ever so slightly, just coming back. Just clips that. And there's the top of the right hand side. Do the same on the opposite side. And there it goes right into there. So there's the top pieces. Now we'll just go to the midpoint value, get a darker one. And just building the wall as they place this on. Now this is a little trickier. Kind of goes through that drawing. See if I can match it up. You can always just bump that down with a pen tool. Gives me that wall. That does that side of it. So I'm just going to click from here and build this. There it is from there to this side. So make it a little easier so you can see the drawing as I put it together. So there's the left-hand side of it. Goes up to there. And then now I'm just going on the right-hand side. So I'll get a mid-tone value here. Click that across. And then later I can go back in and do the gradients so that they have a light source. Clicking off to the side there, so that gives me the 3 panels. And now, thinking of a shadow, now we're just going to do it as almost as an isometric shadow, so it just goes from the direct right-hand side to the left, so it's just going to make this horizontal. Make it a little easier. This point is going to be at that angle. It's going to go to that vanishing point. Okay? And that'll be the piece that's going to cut across from here to be that vertical section. So that's that panel right there. Okay? What we're going to do is extend it so it has the thickness of that panel right there. And normally it'd go right to that edge, but now it's going to the back part. So it has to cut across a little bit that distance, and that's going right to the vanishing point, up to the side there. But here we're just making it a horizontal line to show the values, just bumping that up there. And there you have the cast shadow, kind of an abrupt page there. So hopefully you can see that. Just make that modification. We'll select all these panels and take off the stroke if we can. Let's say Shift key these. This is just using Illustrator. Taking it off here. And there it goes. So now you can just see 3 solid colors showing the distance. We'll take these guys out. And then the final piece is just showing you that as an illustration with the shading part.